America's is a big reality TV show.
On The Breakfast Club.
Would you rather have the black president or the white president?
I have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, and you ain't black.
It's enough.
America has a problem.
Yes, turn the mics on after the intro. All right. Donkey of the day for Monday, August 26th goes to Donald Trump's running mate, J.D. Vance. Now, I'm about to say something that is so obvious and so basic, and what I'm about to tell you is that women make up a significant portion of the American electorate. Did y'all know that? Oh my God. 53 to 55% of the voting population in America, the election, the voters are women. Okay, 53 to 55% of the voting population in American elections are women. So you have to be a pretty terrible politician to do things to upset that base. All of you folks who championed abolishing Roe v. Wade, I am talking to you. And that's why J.D. Vance is probably the worst VP pick of all time. If I was Donald Trump, I would have chosen a woman, maybe Nikki Haley. I just feel with the attack that the GOP has waged on women's reproductive rights, you need a woman on your ticket out there explaining that issue, because Trump and everybody around him with a penis are horrible at it. Okay, especially J.D. Vance. Now, back in 2021, J.D. Vance referred to Vice President Kamala Harris as a childless cat lady who doesn't have a direct stake in the future of this country. Let's listen.
We're effectively run in this country via the Democrats, via our corporate oligarchs, by a bunch of childless cat ladies who are miserable at their own lives and the choices that they've made, and so they want to make the rest of the country miserable too. If you look at Kamala Harris, Pete Buttigieg, AOC, the entire future of the Democrats is controlled by people without children.
Pete has 2 kids, though. I don't know. It's weird. JD, and the JD stands for just dumb, or maybe it stands for jackass donkey. Now, if you were the running mate for someone running, running with a person who takes credit for getting rid of Roe v. Wade, if you are that human, I would think you would want to clear that up, because you don't want to have a ticket of men who just seem like they hate women. But nope. That's not who Jackass Donkey Vance is. Okay, he was on Meet the Press yesterday and told Kristen Walker that he doesn't have any regrets. Let's listen.
Yes, I made a sarcastic comment years ago that I think that a lot of Democrats have willfully misinterpreted. But what I've simply said is that I think that it's really a profound change that's happened in our country, where we become anti-family, and I would like to change that.
Do you regret making that comment, Senator?
Look, Kristen, I'm going to say things from time to time that people disagree with. I'm a real person. I'm going to make jokes. I'm going to say things sarcastically. There are certainly going to be things that I say. If I'm elected vice president, people are going to say, well, I wish he had said that differently. I think it's most important to actually be the person I actually am, and to say those sarcastic comments were made in the service of a real substantive point.
Given that people have told you directly, have spoken out, have said that they were offended, they were hurt by those comments, do you wish you never made those childless cat lady comments?
I think that it's much more important for me to just be a normal human being who sometimes says things that people disagree with. I have a lot of regrets, Kristen, but making a joke 3 years ago is not at the top 10 of the list.
That explanation would work if it was me, okay? But not if you are running with someone who's running for president of the United States of America. I just don't understand why you would choose to purposely insult 22 million people. Yes, according to census data, nearly 22 million U.S. women between the ages of 20 and 39 don't have children. That's a lot of people to potentially piss off when you're running for president of the United States of America. Now, it's not a given, those women will vote for Madam Vice President. We saw that with Hillary in 2016. But if you're out here campaigning, explaining yourself to people, Plies, as to why you should be president of the United States of America, the one thing you should be attempting to do is avoid purposely offending people, purposely pissing people off. Just dumb Vance. You said that women with no children should have less political influence because they aren't invested in the future in the same way as parents. Jackass Donkey Vance feels like if you don't have kids, you're somehow less capable of understanding or caring about the direction of this country. I feel like you challenged 22 million women to a duel with those comments. Okay, I believe those women are going to go out in November and show you how much political influence they actually have. Not to mention, JD, your opponent is a woman. Being that she's a woman, there's not an interview you're going to be in that you will not be asked about this. Eventually, you're going to have to walk it back just for political purposes, okay? I saw Trump tweet out that his administration will be great for women and their reproductive rights. This is when you don't listen to what a person says they're going to do. You look and see what they have done, okay? He put 3 judges on the Supreme Court that voted to abolish Roe v. Wade, and Trump takes the credit for abolishing Roe v. Wade. And then he adds a running mate to his ticket like J.D. Vance, who thinks women with no kids have less value than women with kids. And J.D. refuses to walk that point back? Not even for political purposes will he walk it back? Let me explain to you why you should. And it's really simple. The idea that someone's worth or investment in society is tied to whether they have children is as ridiculous as you being chosen to be someone's running mate. Okay, people contribute to society in countless ways, regardless of whether they're parents. And this notion that only women with kids should have a significant say in our nation's future, it's insulting and dangerous. What about the millions of childless adults who work in education, healthcare, and all these other fields that shape our communities? What about the women who physically can't have children, or the women who choose not to have kids for whatever reason? You know they do have that choice, right? I know y'all want to take away a woman's right to choose, but they still have a choice. I know you trying to score points with the MAGA base, but doing it while alienating a massive portion of the electorate. Women, that's just not good politics. See, jackass donkey Vance, being a parent doesn't make you a better person or a more valuable citizen. It just makes you a parent, okay? Respect for others and their choices, however, is what truly makes someone worthy of leadership. You don't have those values. Please give J.D. Vance the sweet sounds. As a matter of fact, let Remy Ma give J.D. Vance the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, you stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Donkey of the Day is sponsored by renowned personal injury attorney Michael the Bull Lamonsoff. Don't be a donkey when you need a fighter on your side. If you're ever injured, go to michaelthebull.com. That's michaelthebull.com. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns.
Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.